Hi guys, my name's Darren and this is Mr. Hat Gaming. This is it's a beginner's tutorial for Football Manager, and I guess in this case Football Manager 22. And basically why am I doing this is because I've played the odd game over the last few years and I'm not the best at playing games, so usually I have to go on YouTube, watch somebody I think is reasonable, speaks well, knows what they're talking about, and speaks at my pace. Now, I've been playing Football Manager, or before that, Championship Manager, for about 25 years. So I thought, well, if anybody can tell people the good and a little bit sometimes the bad of Football Manager, then that would be me. And that's it, really. So I've never been good at things like FIFA. I've never been good at games where you have to think quickly and make decisions quickly. And this is why I was drawn to Football Manager. It's a tactical game. You can spend an hour to make a decision, and it's just all behind the scenes stuff. So hopefully I'll go at a nice steady pace. This is for beginners, so fingers crossed I can help maybe one or two people out there to enjoy this game that I've enjoyed for many, many years. So yeah, I always tend to be a little bit late for the party with Football Manager, partly because of, the games are expensive, and if I wait a few months then I'm going to get it a bit cheaper. So if you are watching this, then there's a good chance obviously you've got the game a little bit cheaper, and it makes no difference, I don't think, a few months. I play games, Football Manager, that are 4-year-old. It's okay, but at least if the players are a little bit more updated, who they're playing for and who's the best. But without further ado, I'll get into the game. So it's just loading up, so I presume you've got on Steam and you've clicked on the game and it will load up just like this. Now, this is the first day I bought it, so as I said, I'm always a bit behind, and it's now March. It's been out about 4 months, so this is kind of new for me. I've literally just been in, and if you look at the character here, I've just created him. Looks as similar to me as I could possibly find him, but no hat, unfortunately. So all we need to do first of all, one thing I will mention is preferences. Like on my game, it's Windows, so if ever I want to flick onto something else, onto the internet, on watching a game, whatever I might do, it's in window mode. Basically, you click into preferences and as you see here, full screen mode or window. Full screen, obviously, as everything. You can always change it when you're in the game, but it's just if it's something you prefer from the start. The other thing I noticed when I went into mine is here it was automatically, for some reason, in American and then dollars, which obviously I just changed it to pound sterling. You can obviously you can change your graphics, you can change your sounds, but I'm happy with that. But obviously, if you feel like that, that's up to you. Okay, so that's already as it was. You've got the advanced, which is just little things about when you want it to save, skin colors, etc. etc. Okay, so I'll come out of that. So all I want to do firstly. Again, I've just got this, so start a new game. There's various ones here, online, fancy draft, etc. But I always tend to stick to just the career mode. It's just the, can be just offline you playing. So, as you go into it here, your first option there is which country you want to go to. You can go, obviously, all around the world these days on Football Manager. But I tend to, especially when I get a new game, I tend to stick with what I know, and it automatically defaults to England, automatically defaults to Premier Division, which again you can click on there and you can go right down to the non-league stuff. But just for the tutorial, I'll stick on here. Let's go with Liverpool. Right, and if you're down here, you can just go straight into the game or advanced setup. And I'll just show you the advanced setup. Can sometimes take a couple of minutes to load up, a bit quicker than this. Now, actually, I lied. I did nip in here earlier on just to have a look at this. And what it tends to do, I think at the start, it will only have the English ones, and I've gone and added German, Italian, I think Scottish was already in there, and I've added Spanish. So if you just look over here, and it says estimated game speed, which is pretty good, 4 stars. I know my stars, and I think 4 out of 5 is pretty good. So if you click down here, add remove leagues. For example, if I clicked on a few of these, confirm that, and as you see there, it's gone down to 2.5. So you can have lots and lots of leagues, which is all well and good, but there's a good chance it might slow your game down. But again, it depends on how wonderful your computer is, your PC is. I think mine's okay. I think it's a 5 processor, so it's okay, it's pretty good. But generally, I don't need all of those leagues. And the reason you have the leagues, to be honest, is, I suppose the main reason is, if jobs come up, for example, if there's a job coming up in Italy and you've clicked it and you can look at that league, then you can apply for jobs in other countries. If a job came up in Belgium, for example, now, yeah, I can't get that. So if your computer's quick enough, then go for the leagues that you want to get more involved with. Okay, other thing here, medium database, small, medium, large, obviously database of the players, etc. If I click on small, doesn't change anything. Large, oh okay, fair enough then. Right, okay, down here, advanced options, use fake players and stuff. I'm not sure why you do that. I think the good thing about Football Manager compared to some games out there is that it's the real names. Not sure why you'd want to put fake players' names and stuff, but hey ho, it's up to you. Again, real fixtures. This is automatically clicked on this, so I'm pretty much happy with all of that. Okay, right. So you can ask also here. You can decide when you want it to start, but I'm just happy with that pre-season. Okay, so start game. And here we are. This is pretty much who I created. It's the only thing I did earlier on. I just went in, created my name, Mr. Hat. Hey, I'm not very original, eh? Bit of information. Obviously, I've already created the character. You can edit your profile if you want. You can go down here, edit your profile, have a new one. Or we'll just, as I want to do, is just use this profile. And then when you go into this, it's just basically asking you what your coaching style is and kind of your history, really. If you want to make it more difficult for yourself, oh, I see, right, yeah, I get it. It's suggesting what I would be if I was manager of Liverpool, which is fair enough. I could maybe untick that and then decide I want to be not so skilled, which would be a bit crazy. Same on this one. Yeah, it's saying my history, which if I was managing Liverpool, you know, hey ho, it's up to you. But if I was managing Liverpool, maybe I played at an international global level. Management style, again, you can change this. You can move this around and decide what you would like. If I clicked on this, it's going to change the others. It's going to change here. You can't have literally matching on everything, so you've got to choose. But again, for the basis of this tutorial, I'll keep it as it is. Okay. Right, so I'm happy with that. Management style. Let me think. What do I want? Let me be a motivator. No idea why, but I'm absolutely not sure how much of an impact that has, but here we go. So confirm that and start playing. So here we go. So Liverpool have today confirmed the appointment of Mr. Hat as the new club manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football at the appointment of the inexperienced 50-year-old, and he is sure to face plenty of questions when he faces the media. Inexperienced, but I think my history said I'm a global international player, so a bit like Gerrard, a bit like Lampard, a bit like other players, you jump into the big clubs and the big jobs. Hat will be managing one of his favourite clubs. Again, with my history when I created the player, I kind of put Liverpool as my favourite club. You put where you're born, etc. And the significance of this appointment will certainly not be lost on either him or the team supporters. He replaces previous manager Jurgen Klopp. Oops, I'm sorry, Jurgen. You're going to have to find another job. Hat lacks a reputation of a title specialist. Well, it's my first job. Given the club's current ambitions, create an intriguing dynamic as they intend to challenge for major honours. So who knows, it may be more difficult for me. It may be easier to get the sack if it's my first job. So, let's go. Okie dokie, so Thomas Werner, chairperson, introduced me. Right, I think I'm going to have to stop here. I've been playing this for 25 years and I'm kind of used to lots of words and lots of reading, etc. And I suppose I said I'm doing this for beginners. I think I'm going to have to go back a step. So, heavy going, eh? So, yeah, that was part one. So, hopefully you'll persevere and you got something useful out of that. So stick around and check out part two. So I will see you soon.